TikTok threats and social media. This is just the type of ignorance that I was talking about just yesterday. I mean, I barely laid down and I turned on the TV and was getting ready to watch a movie until I seen this nonsense pop up. TikTok threats by way of social media. I just don't understand it. And I don't know what the objective is, but this is the ignorance that I'm talking about. This is the type of stuff that could be totally avoided. And I don't understand the blaming part of it. I guess you want to blame social media. You want to blame TikTok. You want to blame Facebook. It's the users of it. It's not the actual system. Just like you want to blame the schools for this or the security at the schools for this. There's no excuse for the behavior. It's the behavior. It's the students. It's the one who goes into school and create environments like this that makes things just totally ridiculous. What is the concept of going to school and going there to learn, but you come up with ideas like this because you don't agree with everything that's going on in there? Kids they got the wrong perception about learning. This is not a jailhouse, even though they're trying to turn it into one. This is not what you call it, a daycare center. But parents want to make it seem like that's the objective of the school, and it's not. The correction begins at home. And they're trying to turn the school system into a daycare center or some babysitter that's supposed to take care of your kids. That's your job. The concept should be there before they even get to the schoolhouse. Nobody should have to babysit your kids and then they get angry and they want to resort to nonsense like this here. This is just yesterday. The very thing I'm talking about. And I know I might cross over my words every now and then, but just hang in there with me. This is ridiculous. The biggest news of the day is your kids going to school acting a damn fool, talking about a damn TikTok challenge. Ridiculous. Threats of bombing at the school, shooting. Is this the direction of our kids? And I'm not just isolating one child against the other or one race against the other. It's not what this is about. I done told y'all that's what this channel is for. To change the direction. It's not blaming black kids or white kids. It's all of them. The whole concept is bad. This is not what school is for. And the perception is bad because they have no sense of direction. They have no goals, no objectives in life. Everything seems hopeless. What that breeds is a whole lot of anger and a whole lot of misdirection. And they're going to find themselves locked up or banned from school, which should happen, by the way. And that's my perception about it. But a TikTok challenge, to see who would do the most ridiculous thing or pull off the most ridiculous thing, or to bomb the school, or to shoot at the school. What? These are the kids. This is what we're raising. This is the environment that your child has to learn in. But I already know what's going to happen, though, because this just happened yesterday. I already know what's going to happen. The parents are going to come to the schoolhouse raising all kind of sand. And you can get the image in your mind. You can see it right there. Oh, it's the school's fault. Where's the security? Why is the police bothering my child? But you don't want to accept no responsibility for your own children. They left the house. They left the house in your condition. And in your concepts and in your beliefs. And if you don't inflict that on your child and get them to understand the importance, this stuff will continue to get worse. And one of them will be in a conducive mode to actually want to actually do something. Now, they don't have no direct evidence as to where these things came from or was it a joke. I'm going to tell you something. It's not a joke because you got one or two of them out there that actually believe that this is the way to disrupt having to go to school. Just dumb stuff. And your mind shouldn't even be on stuff like this here. Should be prepared to go in there and learn and actually think about what you want to become in life. Not go in there and show your behind with your pants hanging down, your drawers out, your mind is bad, your own drugs. You're not thinking about your future. I tell you what most kids are. the belief system that they have today. They want to be somebody important. They want somebody to believe in them. They want to be right all the time. They don't ever want to be wrong. And social media has a responsibility, but they are not your babysitters. So you can't go around blaming Facebook. You can't go around blaming TikTok. It's your children and their concepts and their beliefs that you could just buck the system and just do whatever you want to do because it's a fad now. It's a thing now. And that's what this has become. The school has actually become a jailhouse. Believe it or not. Think about it. You got to have scanners. You got to scan them for weapons. You got to have security. That's what the parents are demanding. What about the respect for the teachers? They could barely get in order to teach and actually have the belief in what they're doing to teach the kids because you got your kids and they showing they behind and cussing at them and using foul language and have no disregard for the ones who are actually in there trying to learn. It's an attack on the school system. That's what it is. And it left your house in a pair of shoes, walking and talking, and probably smoking weed on the way to the bus stop. Now, this is what I know. This is what I believe. And you won't have to agree with me. But you can challenge me on my opinions, and you can say I'm wrong for speaking out, but you know it's true. Watch the following news articles and stuff like that. Watch the news tonight. You'll see them blaming the schoolhouse and where's security. But the problem left your house, like I said, in a pair of shoes with no direction in life and want to blame everybody and want the right to be angry and good at tearing up stuff. But it's the ambition and the direction in life that makes a child who they are. And I don't have no problem with corporal punishment, none whatsoever. Every parent has to do what they must in order to get their children refocused. So that includes taking away some of the items or some of the things that they have. Parents got a right to do that. Now, I'm not talking about corporal punishment, you know what I'm saying? That's just what my beliefs is. Everybody ain't got to believe how I believe. But this is the direction that the schools are going in. It's an institution of learning turning into a doggone jailhouse. You can go out there and look at the prisons from the outside or watch some kind of like news clippings or videos or whatever the case may be. You see all of them out there in the yards playing around and climbing around. No sense of direction whatsoever. And then you got the prison guards coming out there to check and double check. That's what the school is turning into. An institution of learning turning into a doggone jailhouse. And that's what we have allowed it to become. And that's not the school's fault. It's not. Teachers are there to teach, and you have administrative rule that's supposed to conduct the duties of the school. That's how it's supposed to work. It's not no doggone inmates coming to the jailhouse every day presenting the same problems. And that's what's wrong with society now. So you think this is going to get better without your intervention? Once again, when you come up with a concept that actually allow and make this happen and go in a positive direction, let me know. Or leave some comments down within the comment section telling me that I'm wrong or tell me why I'm right. I already know I'm right because ain't nobody going to be able to do that. But once again, the schools are not jailhouses or daycare centers. Get your own children in line, then send them to school with some hope and some desire and tell them that if they don't do what they're supposed to do, they run the risk of destroying their entire future. And to some people who are actually supposed to employ them, once they see what you have done in your past, you might not ever get a second chance. It starts now. And when y'all decide y'all want to do something, then we can actually move forward. But until then, it's going to continue to happen and it's going to continue to get worse. We as parents have to make a decision to instill within the kids the belief that they can become something. And hope is not dead. And the number one thing that I think could also be beneficial is to have them think about what they want to become. Do you want to become an inmate or do you want to become something in life? Because there ain't no but two roads that this could end in. Because the stuff that they're doing now is very detrimental to their future. And they don't see it like that. They think they could just continue to do everything they want to do without no acceptance of responsibility. And that's a terrible way to go when you're looking ahead in life and you're trying to get something out of it. And y'all keep sending y'all kids in the same direction. Untied Jordans and ridiculous, outlandish prices for shoes and pants hanging off their behind and a white t-shirt. This is their belief system. As long as I look good, I don't care. And I'm better than everybody else. Well, the way you prove that you're better than somebody else, you go in and get an education and you excel at it. And you do your best. That's how you become something in life. Not the latest pair of Jordans. Shit is ridiculous. Y'all have a good day.